I want to thank the listeners and viewers of InfoWars. And on this Thanksgiving and this Black Friday that's coming up, we're going to extend free shipping store-wide to people specifically that have the promo code FREE. The globalists are now tasting Americana steel. Paul Watson, we're having Skype trouble with from England, will be on in the next 5-10 minutes. But it's perfect timing because Rodger Stone never calls in, hardly ever, and says, oh, emergency, I want to come on air and talk about breaking news. Let me guess, I bet it's dealing with Conway announcing that Trump won't go after Hillary. Well, it's not Trump's job to go after Hillary. It'll be the Attorney General. And I would think Jeff Sessions being chosen for the nomination for confirmation in the Senate as the Attorney General would be a major signal that justice is being done. But we'll find out right now. It was over a week ago. I learned from sources. I talked to Stone. He'd heard the same thing, that Chelsea Clinton was contacting Ivanka Trump, Trump's daughter, and saying, please don't go after my mommy and my daddy. We're going to find out right now from Rodger Stone. Rodger Stone, what's the breaking news?
Well, I am somewhat stunned, and I'm hopeful, like Alex, as so many other supporters of Donald Trump are, that Ms. Conway is somehow incorrect. I think you're exactly right, that this is not a question immediately for the president. It's a question for the grand jury. And that either we are a nation of laws or we are a nation of men. Now, we were told over and over again during Watergate that no person was above the law. In all honesty, the criminality of the Clintons is such that we don't even have a full catalog of the crimes for which they could be.
It dwarfs Nixon.
Mm-hmm. Correct. The assertion by FBI Director Comey that the 650,000 emails contains no damning evidence against the Clintons is false. NYPD was pressured to go along with that narrative, lest justice indict a number of officers in the Eric Garner controversy. So NYPD was blackmailed through Election Day because they've seen the emails and they know otherwise. So I think that a special prosecutor, someone of true independence, has to look at the Clinton Foundation, the Clinton email scandal so far, the 650,000 Wiener Huma treasure trove of emails to determine whether some charges should be brought against Hillary or Bill or Chelsea or Podesta or many of their co-conspirators. And
I personally just think...
I am hopeful that this doesn't reflect the president's view. Now, I'm going to post a petition at stonecoldtruth.com to President-elect Trump, to Jeff Sessions, who, although I have some disagreements with him on marijuana policy and drug law reform, nonetheless, I think is a solid, law and order patriot and a guy who has had the courage to be there for Donald Trump, unlike, say, Mitt Romney, kind of almost insulting boarding party. Romney, a man who called Donald Trump a con man, a fraud. It's not just, respectful disagreement or, Donald isn't really qualified. It's not even opposition. It was needlessly personal and obviously turns out to be wrong. Isn't it ironic? Mitt struggled in Ohio. Trump carried Ohio easily. I don't know if we have an audio issue here.
Yeah, do we have his mic on, guys? Can you hear Joe Biggs?
I'm sorry, I could not.
I said the look on Mitt Romney's face when he came out of that meeting with Trump, it was like, like a son who's done something bad and his dad just spanked him. he came out and kind of had his face down, and he had this smirk on his face, and quickly went to the vehicle. And I was like, what the hell just happened?
Let me raise this, and then we're going to get Stone back on, obviously, some special reports over the holiday at Infowars.com. But what do you make of him reportedly bringing in the MSM and saying, I hate you, you're traitors, you're liars, you're scum? I think it's important to degrade them and let everybody know this isn't real media and not just acquiesce to the same old game where they run the show.
I'm in total agreement. Look, somewhere Dick Nixon is smiling. Trump brings in the mainstream media who maligned him, who lied about him, who battered him day in, day out with half-truths, with falsehoods. The New York Times, on the day after his election, said that he ran a campaign where he actively disparaged black people, gay people, and so on. No, he did not. Nor did he disparage Arabs. He did not. Those are falsehoods. And so he is absolutely right. CNN became a veritable arm of the Clinton campaign. The mainstream media, who at least in the 60s and 70s pretended some objectivity, were hysterical in their desire to defeat Trump. If you figure that Soros and his other left-wing associates spent, let's call it $1.5 billion, $500 million to the quasi-criminal activities of David Brock, $500 million in the hands of a man who who Joseph Goebbels would be proud of, in their effort to attack you, me, as all proven by the WikiLeaks and proven by James O'Keefe, I guess because we're MVPs. So it is extraordinary that if you add the value of the CNN assault on Trump, let's call that $2 billion of advertising, and the fact that Trump and his patriotic supporters probably raised and spent $270 million.
It's the greatest David versus Goliath story in history. And you've got a lot to say. If you want to continue taping, I can get Paul Watson in here. We can connect in 10 minutes. I can interview you for the nightly news. So much unfolding. But StoneColdTruth.com. Thank you so much, Rodger Stone, for joining us. Paul Watson's taking over. Let me talk to you during the break.
I mean, Alex, I think this is a crucial moment. We have to demand justice for Hillary Clinton. That's why the Hillary for Prison 2017 T-shirt is so crucial.
It's coming out next week.
Salute you. I salute your entire staff. Alex, you guys are doing a phenomenal job.
Well, let me just say, Florida looks awesome right now. I wish I was there.
Well, I'm in the bunker preparing my book. I will be publishing a book called The Making of the President 2016, How Donald Trump Orchestrated a Revolution. It will be in bookstores on Inauguration Day. It's a Herculean task.
I know, Herculean, cleaning out the stables. I look forward. Stay there. We're about to go to break. I'm turning over to Watson. Let me talk to you real quick because there's more you have to say. I want to tape it and put it out for the Nightly News tonight. Rodger Stone, StoneColdTruth.com. You guys are awesome. Nightly News coming up. We'll tape some more stuff with all this great news you wanted to cover as well. A lot of things happening. But let's let him take over. We'll skip this network break so we get some more time. I want to thank the listeners and viewers of InfoWars. We've changed the world. Even mainstream media admits that we're bigger than CNN, we're as big as Fox, we're bigger than the BBC, on Quantcast, you name it. I want to thank you all for your support. And on this Thanksgiving and this Black Friday that's coming up, we're going to extend free shipping store-wide to people specifically that have the promo code FREE. Some of the specials are as high as 50% on incredibly high-quality products like Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver. That's 50% off and free shipping. That is a loss leader at InfoWarsStore.com. Trump is My President shirt is about to sell out. It's limited edition. It is for sale at cost, $9.95, shipping included. All you have to do is put in promo code FREE at checkout to get free shipping on top of discounts up to 50% off store-wide at InfoWarsStore.com. You can also call toll-free 888-253-3139. But for myself, the InfoWars family, and everybody else in this fight, I want to salute and thank all of you for your support. Whatever you do, keep spreading the articles, the videos to everybody you know. It is absolutely devastating the globalists because we're on the march and the frickin' empire is on the run.